Okay, so I have been wanting to show you this for 2 years now. So this is a Joshua tree, and these are the blooms of a Joshua tree right here. So I'm giving you a close-up. There's ants all over it. Now, the blooms of a yucca tree are a very rare thing, and currently they're a very concerning thing because it is March. Those are seed pods. This year, they started blooming in January, and they're not supposed to start blooming until March at the earliest. And they're blooming at such record numbers. It's called a super bloom. There's some more seed pods. These seed pods are really hard. The flowers are just weird. Let's see if we can get inside one. So still has like the stamen and stuff, but they're just weird looking. I'll try to find some more of them. These are starting to get old. I meant to go do this a week ago. So Joshua trees are very strange. They do not bloom for the first time until they are about 50 or 60 years old. So my age. And they tend to be about this tall. So this one probably has never bloomed. Now, it's got these teal fluffs on the side. I'm not sure about what that means. But everywhere you see a branching off is where it had a bloom. So those spots on that one will get, that one's very awkward too. It's not as nicely put together as like that one. That one has the potential to break off that branch because it's so low and oddly hanging. But technically there will be a break off wherever those blooms are, and it will diverge. But yeah, this guy probably has never bloomed. And circumstances, ooh, that's pretty too. Circumstances have to be just right for them to bloom. Now, none of them bloomed on this property last year. Most of them are blooming on this property this year. I'm going to walk you over to this one as I talk. So these bizarre things had one creature that moved them across landscape, and that was the giant sloth, land sloth. And of course, we no longer have giant land sloths, so they don't have anything to really move them around. Part of their rareness. And there's a lot of young ones here. So there's that one right, I don't know if you can see it, right in there. So I'll see if I can show you. Where'd you go? Right there. Right over there. There's just a couple of little ones. And those probably won't bloom for another couple decades as my dogs go bark at the neighbor dogs. There's another one that's pretty young right there. Probably fell from one of these. That one, of course, fell. There's another young one. So there's varying heights all over this property. Oh, even the one the goats eat is blooming. So I'm going to come over to this one's blooms if I can get to it. If there's an anthill here, I am not doing it. These ants are vicious. So I'll go and... So there you go. For the blooms. So this one will break off there. You can tell it's broken off there before. So they require very specific conditions to bloom, which means you can go a decade or more with none of them blooming. There has to be the right amount of moisture, as well as a good population of yucca moths, which are their pollinators. Over here, yes, we have our goats, and they have been nibbling on this Joshua tree. By law, the goats can. By law, I cannot. Not that I want to nibble on a Joshua tree. So here's some more. There's really small ones here. So clearly, this one dropped seeds. Here, they grew. That one there will start blooming soon. That one is about my height. So that one's probably about as old as me. Crazy, isn't it? That right there might be my age. So yeah, you can see there's quite a bit of them here. And it's an adventure. These are crazy things. They grow very slow. I see them all the time. I see them every day. Yes, I know, but I'm not gonna get you. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna bug you. So sorry about that noise. So back to the front where we have no Joshua trees here in the front, because this is where they probably pulled them all out for this house. But there's a bunch across the street, really huge ones in that empty lot. It'd be a shame if they tore those down to build something. Ah, something in my mouth. Ah, bugs in my mouth. So that's what I want to tell you. These are fascinating things. We actually have not been in a drought this year for the first time in a very long time down here in California. And that's because of how much water has been coming this winter, to the point that, yes, we have so much green and growing everywhere, but flowers are blooming earlier than they should have, including the Joshua blooms. So I'm going to try to get in on that tree there. There you go. That one's covered in blooms. It will have so many break-offs, and it already has had so many break-offs. So they get bigger and bigger the more blooms they have, because that's where they split off into... let's do this. Split off. So they get a flower, they split. So yeah, the wonderful world of this very strange ancient creature called a Joshua tree. Keep creating.